Today's adventure takes us to Woodlawn Cemetery here in Urbana, Illinois. Yes, we are close to the University of Illinois campus. I am exploring this wonderful cemetery that has over 10,000 graves in it, including a Brigadier General from the Civil War. Many veterans in this cemetery, as a matter of fact. But we're going to try to find his grave, and we're going to look at some of these wonderful monuments. So come along and take a walk with me as we explore Woodlawn Cemetery. Okay guys, straight away as we enter this cemetery, we just see some awesome stones. Let me pan. And you can just see these massive, beautiful monuments everywhere. So we're just going to go explore some of these. We have Inman right here, right off to my left. Just a massive monument. I wish I can give you some perspective, but this has got to be about 6 feet tall and at least 10 feet wide. Just a wonderful, large monument. And there's just this place is pretty incredible. What is this we have here? Look at this stone structure. All stone. Over 10,000 graves in here. What is this? This is interesting. This is very interesting. Look at that. So it looks like this was water at one time. You could see the water spigot right there. And then it looked like there was a little basin or something there. Obviously no longer in use. That is really nice. Really nice. I want to check out this one over here. McCullough, I believe that's how you would pronounce it. I just saw this as a massive monument here for the McCullough family. Probably not pronouncing that correctly, but that's okay. And then we see here their individual markers, and they just keep going. Alexander, Benjamin. Let's see which one's the oldest. We have Benjamin, he was born 1860. Alexander here, born 1810, died 1889. Elizabeth, born 1824. We have 1843. We have Celinda Harvey McCullough. Not sure if, no death date on that one. 1870 to 1924. So it looks like Benjamin is the oldest in that family. Let's take a look here. See the Christopher one. I wanted to look at these because these not only are extremely tall, well, they're about 6 feet tall, but they're all very similar, and they do have photos on here. George Vriner, V-R-I-N-E-R, and we see George there, 1953. What really nice monuments. 1864 to 1929 for Peter. Photo of Peter. It's nice that these are still very much in great shape. Nobody's vandalized them. You know, sometimes water will get behind them and freeze and crack them. And here we have William Briner, killed in Germany, 3rd Armored Division, killed November 10th, 1944, and there he is there. So he was 34 years of age when he passed away. I don't know how. I wonder if anyone out there wants to investigate and see if we can figure out how William here died in World War II. Armored Division, I'm assuming he was in a tank. Maybe his tank was blown up or something to that extent. Let me go look at this tall obelisk over here. Very tall obelisk. It's at least 25 feet tall. Fowler is the name on this one. What a beautiful obelisk. Let me go around back here and I'll pan up. I don't want to pan up directly into the sun because that doesn't make a lot of sense. So I have the sun at my back, and let's do a little pan. There it goes, way up there. What a beautiful monument to the Fowler family. I love that. Very nice monument. In memory of Lieutenant Charles Bowen Busey. So, Busey, I don't think it's Busey. Is that Busey or Busey? That's a popular name in this cemetery. What a beautiful monument. Great monument. As we walk up the steps to the monument, see there's some seating there, but really nice. All right, I have to check out this one here. This is a very unique tombstone, not an old one, but a unique one. Bennett is the name, very unique. Barbara Lee, born August 20th, 1952, and Dr. Bob Lee, born January 5th, 1950, both appear to still be alive. God's gifts of love. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe those are animals. But you can see the family here. Still alive, but they have a really nice marker here for when they do pass. Okay, as we go and explore this next section of the cemetery, just some great monuments, just like the previous section. Border here, very, very nice monument. And Wetmore. What a monument to Wetmore. But behind it, what I wanted to look at, and caught my eye, and I don't know how this is pronounced. I'm not a linguist. Busey or Busey. Now, I did find out there is a Brigadier General here. His name is Samuel, I'm just going to say Busey. And I assume he's buried in here someplace. Samuel Busey. As we get now to the McLean Monument, and right behind there is another Busey monument. So let's go on this side and see if we can find Samuel. Because Samuel, Civil War Brigadier General, he was also the mayor of Urbana, and that is where we are right now. And he was also a U.S. Congressman. And here he is, right here. General Samuel T. Busey, 76 Illinois Voluntary Infantry, 1835 to 1909. Again, mayor, general, and U.S. Congressman. That is really cool. And we have here Lieutenant Charles Bowen Busey, Company L310 Infantry, killed in action 1887 to 1918. So World War I, U.S. Reserve Officer, World War. That is awesome. That is really cool. And you see the Busey stone directly in front of me there. Very old cemetery. And this is an old path. I don't know that it leads to anywhere, but I'm going to take it because I can, because I'm curious. Let's see. It's an old path. Wonder if this was part of like the original entrance to the cemetery. So now there is a sidewalk here. So let's go down here. And we do see a step here, and you do see that these monuments are on a bit of a hill. So we'll continue along this path, and on the other side of the path is a wooded area. But let's continue along this path for a bit, see what we can see. Well, guess what, guys? I continued along this path, and look who I found. I found Waldo. So if you're wondering where Waldo is, he's right here in Woodlawn Cemetery. See, sometimes when you're off the beaten path, you run into Waldo. How cool is that? So this sidewalk obviously has not been in use for some time. Not in good shape. As a matter of fact, it's hollow under that one. I'm a little hesitant to step on it, but I did. And so this must be one of the old roads going through the cemetery. Look at that. That is cool. That is so cool. Let's go up this old road. I see a nice monument, a lot of nice monuments, but I wanted to see a really nice one up here, slightly to my right. This Fulton Want monument caught my eye. One side it says Fulton, this side it says Want. Gwyn on this side, and Fulton again on that side. It's a large cube. That is cool looking though. I really like that. That is very cool. And in front of that there's a triangle. I don't know if that was a base to something or just a section marker or what it was. Okay, as I walk down here, I see a monument I want to check out. The grass is a bit long, a little surprised. Oh, here's an urn, a very old urn. As a matter of fact, this urn is rusting away with an old hat in there, but the urn is definitely rusting away. But nothing is marked on the urn as to who is buried there. Let's go down here as we pass the Warner stone, which is interesting too because it's not in line with the rest of them. But I wanted to check out this one straight ahead because I see a statue on the top of an angel kneeling down, and let's see what it says here. Memory of Norman McLeod, 1867 to 1938, and we see McLeod there, and look at that, guys. Beautiful. Angel kneeling, and there's some epitaphs here. Let's take a look at these. Norman McLeod, 1834 to 1890, this tablet held by his name, one heart relieving tear may claim, but if the pensive gloom of fond regret be still thy choice, exalt the spirit, hear the voice of Jesus from the tomb. I am the way, the truth, the life. Very, very nice. Very nice. Got a nice relief on this side. Now, is this a Zinke? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is a metal one. Memory of Charles Edward McLeod, 1860 to 1902. Let's see if there's a maker's mark on this anywhere. Let's check out that angel again. Just beautiful. Beautiful angel. I do not see a maker's mark, which is interesting, because usually these do have maker's marks on them. And the maker's mark would usually be in this area, right in here. But I don't see that anywhere on this monument. But what a great monument. All right, I saw these from afar. And of course, you know, these are very old and interesting, and I don't know if any of them can be read. Something Brevet, but there's a lot of these small ones here scattered about, so I'm not sure. Usually the small ones, there's two reasons they have tombstones like this. One, it's a potter's field. Two, it's usually an infant. I guess there's another reason. It could be somebody from an institution or a prison. You know, they'll put a smaller stone up. Camille Adderton is the name there, but no dates on any of these. I see Porter. Yeah, this is interesting. Very interesting. So I wonder if this had to do with a hospital or institution or what this was. I mean, it could be children. SJW is the only initials on that. So it's very interesting. In between them, we have this one, which is a normal one. Charles Rhodes, private U.S. Army, World War II. He died in 78, 1920 to 78. But really interesting how those are like that. And we see another one here. This one, Dale Scaff, 1916 to 1922. Okay, so a young child. And then next to it, there's a newer one in here. William Wallace Barr, 1849 to 1920, husband of Rosella Root Barr. There's a joke there, guys. Root Barr, Root Bear. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that yourselves. But there's some back here that I do want to touch at and look at, because they're all falling down. Dolores Mitchell, and you can see, look at this whole row. So it almost looks like a vehicle came in here and just knocked them all down. Jack Ellis Stone on that one, and you can see those. And even on this side, we have one that's knocked down. It's also knocked down. I am looking at an animal. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try to zoom in on it here. I can't see the camera because of the sun. You see that? There's an animal there. It looks like an opossum. It's not an opossum. Badger? I'm not sure what it is. But I'll leave him be. I will leave you be, young Jedi. Let me zoom back out. All right, there we go. All right, you can go back to whatever you were doing. Groundhog? Maybe a groundhog. That sounds like it might be a groundhog. All right, cool. Okay, guys, what an interesting cemetery. Very interesting cemetery. Great monuments. Well, the thing is, there's some really, really nice monuments, and then you have just like monuments scattered about in the ground and just kind of not kept up. It's weird because there's a really nice section, and then maybe this is maybe the poorer section, although you do have these monuments like this, which obviously that's not for poor people. I mean, it costs some money. So I don't know. But interesting cemetery. I really liked this one. Interesting walk, something different. So thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please hit the like button for me. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. And until next time, yep, keep exploring.